One of the best countries I've ever seen. We're here?
No. I'm just wondering if you're here for the wedding.
Yeah.
Okay, so no one's here to see me, the prosecutor.
I am.
No.
You are.
Hi.
Let's go. Hi. That's all I'm making sure. Go ahead and have a seat. What's your name, sir?
Scott.
Oh. All right, Mr. Hardy, you were cited for no proof of insurance. No proof of insurance. Officer was westbound on 28th Street, observed a Soldier Saab with no plate. Officer followed the vehicle, was trailing him at around 65 on 28th Street. Performed a stop, made contact with the driver, who informed him the officer who did not have insurance.
I don't believe that's true, but the merits aren't really important.
And then he wrote you a ticket for not losing insurance, but cut you a break for no plates. So why are we here?
Do you have the motion? Both of them?
No motion. I have no motion.
Is that because the case was given a new number when
I'm
you?
not sure why I don't have the motions. Did you serve them on my office?
I did.
Okay, well, I can go back and talk to my assistant and find out why I don't have the motions.
Okay, that sounds good. Thanks.
So can you just give me a brief overview of the motion?
No jurisdiction because no standing.
Why no standing? You didn't have insurance.
Not an injured party.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. What witness will you provide to give personal first-hand knowledge of the applicability of the codes?
The codes are adopted by the state of Michigan and therefore the city of Kentwood.
Does any witness have personal first-hand knowledge of the applicability of the codes?
The officer.
It's a yes or no question. So the officer will testify to the applicability of the codes?
Sure.
He has personal first-hand knowledge?
Yeah.
What facts will he testify to?
Well, we'll have to find out at trial, I guess. This is a civil infraction, so we'll do a non-jury trial? Because obviously...
Except for a formal hearing, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we will go forward formal hearing.
Without seeing my motion?
Well, if you served it on my office, I'm sure it's there, so I'll read it.
Right, but you don't know what you're going to do until you read it.
Well, I'm not going to dismiss it just based on what you're saying right now. I'll read your motion.
Hang on a second. Can we start with this?
Conditional contract for basic ethics. I'm not signing this. Is that what you're asking me to do?
Yes.
No.
Why not?
Because.
Is it the honesty part you have a hard time with? Or?
Oh my gosh, okay. We're done.
Are we now?
I just need you to sign.
That's funny. A minute ago I tried to walk out and you acted like we weren't done.
Well, I thought maybe we could have a conversation about the case, but obviously that's not going to happen. So if you can just sign acknowledging that you're here, that way I don't forget and have a bench warrant issued. There's a pen right here. Okay, we'll have a formal hearing. Formal hearing. You're rejecting any kind of offers. We're going to go forward with this. It's just acknowledging that you're here. Would you like a copy for your records?
Sure.
There you are. I will turn this into the judge, and we will see you at the formal hearing.
I'm still interested to know why you don't have a copy of the motion. It seems like...
It probably just didn't get put in the file.
Well, that's a problem.
Sure, I will read it before the formal hearing. It's not that big of a deal, sir.
Oh, it is a big deal. You act like you can just go forward without seeing it. That's the same as just ignoring it.
Okay. That is your opinion.
No, it's a fact.
I will read it before the formal hearing. Thank you.
Why did you drag me in here today?
This is a pretrial conference before the formal hearing. That is standard procedure for every case. So if you didn't want to meet with me, you can leave.
Is it standard procedure in the sense of there's a court rule that describes it?
That's how this court runs. And it's pretty common
That's
in
how
district
this court runs.
Okay, you're going to...
Does this court run... No, I'm just curious.
Nope.
Does this court run differently than the other courts?
In some aspects, yes.
It sounds like a double standard. I'd prefer that there would be one rule everywhere.
Well, I think we all would, but different courts run differently depending on their dockets and depending on the caseloads and how many.
So
I'm
how,
not gonna have
how am I
this
supposed to know ahead of time what rules I'm subject to?
Okay, sir. I have other people that I do need to meet with that actually have an interest in talking to me. I'm not interested in arguing with you right now.
Who said we were arguing?
You are making everything into an argument. Please leave.
Well, this is a pretrial conference. Everything, in theory, could be an argument at a pretrial conference. I have 15 dismissals on the strength of this motion. I think it's a little bit presumptuous for you to assume you're not going to find any merit in it.
Okay. Is that it? Are you done?
What facts will the police officer testify to?
The fact that he pulled you over and you didn't have them.
Concerning
Do I need
jurisdiction.
to have the police come and remove you from here?
Is that a threat?
It's not a threat.
Okay, is this you called me in here, right?
You came in here for your pretrial. I told you that we're done. We're going to have a formal hearing. I'll read your motion.
No,
There's
you
nothing more
demanded
to
my
discuss.
appearance and now you're going to steamroll me without giving me any answers? Just have one question.
What's your question?
What facts will the police officer testify? How will he establish personal first-hand knowledge that the code applies to me?
The code applies to any drivers in the state of Michigan where that's the law. You have to have insurance. And you didn't.
That's an opinion. What facts will he
This
testify
is
to?
something for the formal hearing. And we'll see
No,
what
I
the
have every
judge-
right to know ahead of time what the facts are. If I can't challenge those facts, you can't admit
The
them.
facts of the stop. The facts, I mean, you
That's
were there
merits.
too. You were there too.
That's merits. Yeah, and I don't have any personal first-hand knowledge that the code applies to me, so I didn't pull myself over.
Well, we will discuss this at the formal hearing.
What facts will a police officer testify to?
Please leave my office.
You said you would answer one question for me. What facts will the police officer
And I've
testify
already
to?
told you that he will testify to what happened at the stop and why he pulled you over.
That's
So
the
I have-
merits.
I have answered your question and you're refusing my question.
That's merits. We're at no jurisdiction.
Sir, I'm done having this conversation.
Just tell me how jurisdiction was established in this case. I don't find it in the sufficiency of the pleadings, and it seems like you're not taking my case seriously. You don't even have my motion in your folder.
Sir.
This should be continued to another date, and so you can look at the motion.
Is that what you'd like to do? You'd like to reset it for another pretrial?
I'd like to have it be fair, but I don't care to keep coming to court. I'd like this to be resolved today.
I understand that, sir. I cannot tell you why the motion is not in my file, but I will read it. If you served it on my office, it will be read. But as far as anything else, we'll determine it at a formal hearing. I am done.
Okay.
Please
It's
leave.
really not my fault that you're not prepared, though. I think you should dismiss the case if you're
I'm
not prepared to.
dismissing the case. Please leave. I've asked, this is Sergeant DL. I've asked you
Hi, Sergeant. How you
multiple
doing?
times. I'm okay.
Great.
I've asked you to leave multiple times now.
I still have a question on the table, which is what
I
facts.
have already told you.
Please don't interrupt. What facts do you rely on to understand that the code applies to me?
And I have told you, the officer will testify to the facts around the stop that he cited you for no insurance.
The question was, what facts do you rely upon to know that the code applies to
I
me?
don't have time to go down this rabbit hole. You just keep repeating
It's not a
yourself,
rabbit hole. It's
and
a very
I will
simple
continue to
question.
repeat myself. This is a waste of time. Okay?
It's not a waste of time. I have a relevant unanswered question about the cause and nature of this proceeding.
Sir, I'm done having this conversation.
Please don't sir me. Please answer the question. What facts will the officer testify
Okay,
to?
I'm to the point now where I'm going to step in as well. Okay, since I've witnessed this, we do need you to leave now. Okay.
Thank you.
You see that I have an unanswered question on the table, though, right?
Well, it looks like it's verbatim from her that she's saying that she's already answered it, and honestly, this is best to go in front of the judge anyway. So
It's a
That's
formal
Let's
hearing.
go.
listen. I really don't care what your opinion about the matter is. I have a relevant unanswered question. I was dragged in here, not of my own volition to.
And now you can leave.
it's not can. You need to leave.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. What law are you citing to ask me to leave?
Second to the point of I'm telling you in an official building that you need to leave, and I have authority to do so. And if you're not, it's a trespass.
Is an official building the same as a public building?
Sir, if you like, I'd put you in handcuffs right now and put you in back.
Are you refusing to answer my question?
I'm telling you right now, yes, an official building is a public building. Yes. You need to leave.
And I'm not allowed to be in here for
Sir?
the purpose of asking the prosecutor.
We're done.
I've asked you to leave multiple times. Thank you.
So are we reciting it for Either.
We can reset it for another pretrial, or
Great.
we can just proceed with the formal hearing.
Let's do that.
Proceed with the formal hearing.
I'd like to feel like you actually, like, did a little research on the case before.
If that's
It's
what you'd
assumed
like
that you're going
feel.
to go to formal hearing, yeah.
Well, we can see what the judge will say. Thank you.
Okay, so that's less of an answer than I had before the police officer was here.
One more. Done. Okay?
No,
Go.
not okay, but if you're threatening violence,
Go.
She's not threatening
I'm
violence.
not threatening violence. You need
you're
to
threatening
leave.
to arrest me, right?
I am. And it's not a threat.
Why?
I'm telling you. You need to leave because now she's feeling a little bit more intimidated.
Is there, sit back down, is there a law that you're, okay. All right, if you're going to be like that about it, I'll go.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Sergeant. Thanks.